Hello, co-creators, and welcome to your week of March 25th Oracle message. I am nyemareina, your friendly neighborhood Oracle, and as always, let's get started. So, quick download before we get into your March 25th weekly read. And that was Spirit was telling me that a lot of you guys may be feeling anxious this week. You might be feeling like you're ungrounded this week. You might feel like you're a little lost or confused. And this makes sense, right? In this big energy that we're going to be in this week. So Spirit says, for a lot of you, it's going to be really good that you focus in on 4 chakras this week in order to ground yourself. And that's the crown chakra, the heart chakra, the solar plexus, and the sacral chakra. Okay. Now they want us to have that cheat code, right? We always looking for the cheat code for the spiritual hack. I say, right? Spirit say for the growth. Okay. So they wanted us to tap into the frequency of these chakras, right? And the way that you can really do that is by saying the sound or the word that is associated with that chakra. Okay, so the crown chakra that deals with our connection to the divine in general, the frequency and or word is right? So crown chakra. Okay, and then the heart chakra that deals in general with the energy of love, right? And that's yam. So yam or yum, right? And then we have the solar plexus, willpower, and that is ram. So ram, ram, ram. And last but not least, our sacral chakra, and that's associated with our creativity and really the essence that we hold to birth things into this reality, right? And that's vam. So vam, vam. So Spirit is saying that some of you for this week, if you are feeling that nervous energy, if you are feeling anxious or just like untethered, right? There's this kind of like, I'm kind of in limbo, but but I know that things are happening type of energy that I feel. And for some of you, that's turning a little bit into that aka excitement, right, on my channel. So Spirit is saying, make sure you ground yourself. And a really good way for you to do that is to tap into those frequencies of those 4 chakras this week. Okay. And right, that takes us to the real message of the week, which is about that Libra energy, right? About balance. Because we have this full moon lunar eclipse in Libra today, right? The beginning of the week. Again, another event that's starting off with a bang bang, right? Like our astrological new year. Because this is a full moon, right? Which is the moon energy times 2. This is a lunar eclipse, the energy times 5. And it's all happening today. Moon day, mood day, right? Which amplifies it times 10. Which is why they were talking about our chakras and about grounding and about balancing this week, because there is major energies at play. Okay? So specifically, you might see this show up in the areas of or the areas that Libra and Venus rule, right? Because Venus rules Libra. So you might see this show up again in how you balance yourself, especially work and play, right? Especially going out and staying home. Like these themes of us balancing our time and energy, right? So that can show up in your relationships, that can show up in your social circles, that can show up in your finances, right? That can show up in the way that you love yourself and take time out for yourself this week. Okay, especially because again, we know that our astrological events or our moon events, the energy starts to happen 3 to 5 days before it and 3 to 5 days after it. So this energy, these themes, right, these areas in our lives are going to be big areas for the next week, right? And practically till the end of March, right? So Spirit also wanted me to talk on and touch on the fact that for a lot of you guys, this is a 5-month cycle. And it's a 5-month cycle because it coincides with the solar eclipse in Libra, which happened in October of 2023, and this lunar eclipse in Libra that is right today, March of 2024, and that's a 5-month cycle. So you may have started something in October of 2023, right? You may have begun to think about starting something in October of 2023, or there was some type of shift and a new beginning that happened. So there's some type of ending that has to do with that same thing that was started in October of 2023. Okay, and Spirit is saying that this is going to really affect the signs of Pisces, Libra, and Aries, and also Virgo, Gemini, and Sagittarius. Okay, so heading over to the other page, for some of you, these areas are going to kind of affect you by the way of fight, flight, or freeze. So look for that, right? When it comes to those areas that you might find yourself letting go of certain things. You might find yourself fighting for things that you didn't really think you cared about, right? And you might find yourself taking a pause in a moment before you make big decisions this week. A lot of you are going to be making these decisions first in the energy of quantity versus quality. And Spirit says you're starting to understand, baby, that you deserve quality. Ashe. And it's that last bit of hermit mode energy that we talked about for March. Ashe. And again, the temperance card, right? This pouring into yourself, right? Spirit says pour into yourself this week like no tomorrow. You are worthy and deserving. Love on your inner child too, right? This week for a lot of you, okay? And your angel numbers for this week is 378, the number 8, and 178. So we'll get to your pick a pal, and then we'll close out this week's reading. Ashe. So this is going to be a pick a pal, like I said, for this week, and we're just going to ask Spirit about your general energy co-creators, and then some clarifiers. Okay, so we have pal 1, pal 2, pal 3, pal 4. So again, pal 1, pal 2, pal 3, pal 4. And I'm also going to go ahead and do the pre-pool for this. So once so I'm going to do a little movie magic, Ashe. So once you pick your decks, I'll go ahead and lay them out so we can do the messages a little bit faster. And and because sometimes I feel like a high school teacher, Ashe, I'll let you guys out early. Okay, so again, pal 1, pal 2, pal 3, pal 4. And I'll see you on the other side, co-creators. So, hello, pal 1. Okay, and I felt a strength, okay, behind you, pal 1. Okay, there's a wisdom, a knowing, a caring, nurturing energy that you possess. And your main energy for this week is the 8 strength card, right? The elephant, courage, endurance. And when I first saw this card, I heard abundance. I heard the strength, the courage to go after the things that you desire, starting today, right? Spirit's been giving us a lot of green lights, co-creator, and Ashe with one of your cards, two of your cards being green. Okay, so we're talking about the number 8, strength card, right? 4 and 4, right? And you also got the 4 of presents and the 4 of needles. And I'm also going to say Aries energy. Come on now if you ain't tapped in. Ashe. Aries energy, number 13, 4. So 8, 4, 4. Aries, number 13, 4. 4 of presents and the 4 of needles. I'm hearing stability, 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 stable, stable, stable. You are stable. You are solid. And I'm hearing it's only your mind, right? This 4 of needles energy that can keep you, I'm hearing, from awakening. It is only the mind that keeps you from the path to your abundance, right? Because you also got the card 7, Jupiter, abundance, right? So I read it as, or Spirit gave me the energy that they want you to have the strength, the courage to continue, for some of you to go after the things that you desire. They want some of you to start to know that you have the strength so that you can start to walk towards the things that you desire, right? Because you are in that Aries, I am energy, right? Where ain't nothing to it but to do it, because every time you do it, it's going to be abundant. Spirit says, let go of any notion that you have to sacrifice who you are and what you want in order to be fruitful in this life. Because that is, Spirit say, that ain't nothing but a lie. That's nothing but a falsehood that we were told because we knew not. Right? We think things have to be hard, so we manifest them to be hard. When all we have to do is surrender to the gifts that are already ours. Tap into the gifts that are already ours. Tap into the strength that we already naturally possess. Because when we do that, that is a recipe for abundance. That is a recipe for an abundant life. A life that which overflows with the things that you desire, co-creator. Pal 1. Have the courage, have the strength. Spirit says, know you have the endurance to get your abundance, to get your presence. Namaste and Ashe. Pal 1. Pal number 2 is giving messenger. It's giving magic. It's giving going beyond. Going beyond. Your big energy for this week is the magician. You are more than enough. You have more than enough. Spirit is saying you have the energy. You possess the energy. You possess the wisdom. You are trusted by the divine. And because of that, you are the magician this week. You are the magician this week. And this big energy, Spirit says you are the magician. So whatever it is, Pal pile 2 that you are desiring, especially for my fire signs, right? And Gemini, okay? Because we have Gemini, I think, and Mercury, mind, right? And Gemini is ruled by Mercury. And look at that, we got 1 and 5 for Gemini, which breaks down to 6. And we have 3 for Mercury, breaking down to 3, 3, 3. I'm here for some of you. You're also supported in a decision that you're making this week. Know that Spirit supports this decision, especially if it's a decision that you're making about something that you're passionate about. Okay, they're saying although they're behind you, there was a stop, wait, pause, and think about it, Naima, right there. Although they are behind you on this decision, they want you to also tap into your intuition, right? When it comes to this, they want you to also make sure that your energy is flowing when it comes to making this decision, that you're not holding on to I'm hearing shoulda, coulda, wouldas as you make this decision, right? Because Spirit says you are the magician. You have more than enough. You are more than enough. So whatever it is that you're trying to move towards this week, pile 2, again, you are supported. I hear you already have a plan laid out, but it's not a plan that necessarily you cooked up. For some of you, this may be a surprise. This was a download that you received from Spirit, a confirmation that you received from Spirit to move forward, right? That intuition energy, that 7 of Cups energy being in the reverse, right? Narrowing down those choices, right? Those options, right? And understanding that your intuition is what's guiding you. So you need not fear making this decision. You need not fear narrowing this down. Spirit says you don't got to drink. I don't know who I'm talking to. Spirit says you ain't got to drink all these potions, right? To figure out which one is the right one for you, co-creator. All you have to do, again, with that chakra and prayer, right, grounding energy, is look within, because you have, with that raven energy, all that you need. You have mentally, with this Gemini energy and this Mercury energy coming together, the downloads that you need in order to be successful for whatever it is that you are desiring this week. Ashe. Pile number 3. Okay, let me first say, okay, pile number 3, that I felt this very like happy, jovial, kind of funny, humorous energy when I started to pull or put the pile down for you guys, right? So you're going to be in this really good energy this week. But you being in this energy, right? For me, the hangman is AKA unbothered energy. Okay? You're going within, you're checking some things out, you're figuring out some things, and you're unbothered by what's going on the outside, right? And in this particular deck, it says patience and perspective. Okay? You also got the cards, the 7th house, partners. Come on now. You also got the card Venus, love, right? Which is one of the major energies that we are in this week, right? And Sagittarius, I see, right? And Sagittarius, again, was being affected heavily, right, by this full moon in Libra, full moon in Libra, lunar eclipse energy, right? So Spirit is saying, for some of you, you're going to have a new perspective on a partnership. Okay, let's not even mention, okay, that this card is also the praying mantis. Okay, you connect the dots, co-creator, right? So for a lot of you, this is heavy on relationship energy. Again, come on now, co-creator. We talking about masters here. 31 for the 7th house, number 4, and 4 for Venus, love, right? So 44. Ashe. And then you got the hangman in Sagittarius, 12 and 21, as above, so below. Okay, so some of you, there's this push towards you loving yourself um in the energy of Venus, so that energy is also mirrored back to you in your relationships, in your partnerships, and you're in this discovery type of mode of, okay, I see you, I see what you're saying. I see what you're going through, but I need this. I desire this, right? And if you can't get with it, I'm on my praying mantis energy, baby. I'm real unbothered, but things can get funky, Ashe, if you want them to, right? Um, but for the most part, right? Because there's levels to this. Most of you guys are unbothered because you're ready for this cycle to close out. You're ready for this partnership, this cycle to close out, right? Because you also got the high priestess card, right? Like I say, you know it's closing out. You want it to close out. Spirit is saying a lot of you may be feeling like some buyer's remorse when it comes to this relationship, because there was a lot that you did gain, right? And you kind of feel like you're going to leave this person, people, place, thing, whatever this relationship is, out in the cold. But Spirit says, just like you found strength, my love, they can find strength. Just like you found a way to be unbothered, they can find a way to be unbothered, right? So don't feel like you have to sacrifice yourself for a partnership, a relationship, because we know now that these ships, right, are about us evolving. And if you can evolve in that relationship, then we now know that those things simply are not for us. And I think this is where a lot of this unbothered energy is also coming from, because you've learned that it simply does not serve you. It simply isn't aligned with you. There's no tea, no shade to any person, place, or thing. It's frequency. And you are unbothered about those, co-creator, this week, who are not on your frequency. Ashe, pile 3. Pile number 4. Another heavy hitter. Your energy for this week is predominantly that of the Emperor. Focus, stability. I hear focus on my stability. Focus on my growth is what I hear, right? And Spirit gave you the card, the first house, the body. Focus, stability. The third house, messages. Focus, stability. The third card, Leo, I will. Focus, stability. Spirit says focus on your stability this week, co-creator, right? With all these crazy energies, with Spirit reminding you that some of you may need to ground, especially this week, because they want you to step into the authority of being stable, right? There's the energy of you feeling like you deserve to be stable. You deserve to be here. You deserve to be that king, that queen, that emperor, that empress, right? Spirit wants you to focus on that, to walk firmly in that, to be stable in that this week. The body, the vessel, the messages, And I'm hearing that's another reason why they want you to really anchor down and be stable, because you're going to receive a lot of downloads. You're going to be receiving a lot of messages from spirit, helping you to move forward, helping you to focus on your stability, helping you to focus on the things that you desire. Because you also got the number 55, again, a master number of change, a master number of 5 and 5 turning into 10 endings of cycles during this time of the full moon in Libra lunar eclipse. Right? Spirit says don't fight this week. Allow it to flow. Right? Because you've already dropped so many burdens, co-creator, when it comes to the things that you are desiring. Right? You've already I'm hearing you've already tried the other way, the 3D way. You've already tried to overplan, to over analyze, right? And now it's about you doing what feels good, taking the actions that feels good, and you surrendering, you dropping burdens, you understanding that you deserve to be happy. You deserve to be, I'm hearing, lightweight, right? You deserve freedom. You deserve not to be boggled down by, right? I'm hearing others, and to focus on your own light. Because a lot of the energies that you have around you are, I'm feeling like give me energies, right? Energies that ultimately make you make tough decisions about how to move forward with people, places, and things that you once thought that you were aligned with because of the light that you are. So Spirit says you really need to walk in this energy of the Emperor, of owning your light so that you're not giving it away, of owning your light so you can use it towards the things that you desire. And Spirit say so you can tap into these messages. Ashe. So that is it, co-creators. Ashe Pal 4 for your week of March 25th Oracle message. And look at that, Pal 4. We got the Emperor and the Sun. Enough said. Ashe. And have an awesome week.